doing down there? You like that, don't you? You like that? Scratching. Walking down into Cregneash village. Having lived and been born here, on the Isle of Man, not in Cregneash, I mean. So, Cregneash is a village in the south of the island, and having been born in Douglas and pretty much lived there most of my life, I'm pretty ashamed to say that I don't think I've ever really been exploring around Cregneash. I've been to the Sound and the Calf and Man, which is further down over that way, but I don't think I've ever actually gone into Cregneash village itself. So I thought I'd have a little bit of a wander. Some more cows. Lovely out here, the countryside, and you see the views over there. Can't get better than this. Cregneash isn't very big, it's only a little village. And I'm waiting for people to come out and shout at me, the farmers or something. Just heading down into the village there, see? They've got lovely, very famous on the Isle of Man, thatched cottages down here. Let's walk over this way. I'll show you. The village here, you can see a very old little church. Have a closer look and see if we can see the year on it. So it's the parish of Russian St. Peter's. There you go, Church of England. And I wonder if there's a year, maybe a year on it. I'm probably just missing it. There is a stone in there, but I'm not sure if we're allowed in. Can have a look, I'm sure. I don't think anybody would worry about us having a look. Have a little look in here. Let's have a look, what does that say? Erected to the glory of God to celebrate the advent of the third millennium of our Lord Jesus Christ. But that doesn't say when the church was built. I'm sure we'd be able to find out on the website. And I don't think the church is open at the moment. You can maybe just see, there you go. Lovely little church. I knew it would be somewhere. I've just found it on the other side. There you go. 1878. So quite an age. And there's the rope for ringing the bell, but I'm not about to do that and get everyone running out and wondering what's going on. Let's have a little look. So we've got a ticket office there. Cregneash Tea Rooms. Let's have a look up here. Garden. There's one of the thatch cottages. Hiya. Right. There's one of the thatch cottages that I was talking to you about. Now I think this one, by the looks of it, is actually owned by the Manx National Heritage. But I think there are two, which I'll try and find, which people actually still live in. So I am actually a Manx National Heritage member. So because of that, I don't worry too much about going in here. I'm not sure if you're supposed to pay, but if you're a member, you don't anyway. Well, you pay an annual subscription, of course, to be a member. But I'm sure it's locked. There's the Manx tartan above the door. And I'm quite sure it's locked. Yeah. But as you can see, traditional. Very nicely maintained. I mean, this to me is idyllic. I'd love if the quiet life, live somewhere like this. Close this. There we go. So here we have another one. You can see there, it says Ned Begg's Cottage. Now this one, I'm not entirely sure actually if anyone does live. I mean, look at the view. Look at that over there. Can you imagine living with views like that every morning? Beautiful. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if someone actually lives in this one. So you've got to. This is the problem with this little village. There are people obviously that live in some of the houses, and you've got to respect people's privacy. So this one looks like it is actually lived in to me, because I can see it's a bit more modern inside. Got central heating in there, I can see in the window. But again, I don't want to disturb anyone if they do live there. Yeah, you can see we've got an oil boiler vent there. But since I've been walking around here, I've only came in contact with two people, and both very, very happy for me to be walking around and having a look and taking pictures and chatting. So it's different pace of life, I think. It's much more relaxed down here. You know, I suppose when you've not got the stresses of the traffic and all the noise and the busyness that goes on in the towns and I suppose the cities, we don't really have see, there's someone that lives in that one there. we don't really have a city as such here on the Isle of Man, but we have quite busy roads, quite busy towns that are getting more busy now, I suppose, as things become more modernised. Me personally, I don't like it. I'd rather things stayed the way, to a certain degree, the way they used to be. I think we need to very much keep the Isle of Man's heritage alive. I mean, look at some of these old machineries here, for example, and the countryside and the land. To me, this is Manx roots right here. There's an EasyJet flying overhead. But to me, this is the real Isle of Man. This is the roots of the Isle of Man. Farming background, agriculture. This is what mainly the Isle of Man used to be about. And now, of course, times have moved on and we've had to adapt to grow the economy. But and I think, you know, that has to happen, of course, but I think there's only so much we should allow the Isle of Man to change, because otherwise, once it loses its identity, this is again my opinion, it's going to be no different to anywhere else. There's another one. See now, I'm going to end up getting lost. That one's just being redone. It's a shame we can't talk to somebody around here. Look at that. I suppose it's an art in itself. Doing these cottages. Don't know how many years you've got to redo it. So there's some more information here, but it's closed. Of course, with COVID as well, things aren't as they used to be with opening times and access to things. So this, I think, is the tea rooms in here. You can see a few tables in there. It'd be nice to have a ice cream or coffee or something out here. There you go. Try and show you as much as I can. Here we go. Opening times. What are we today? Monday. Manx Museum, where are we? Cregneash. Not open. So they're not open on a Monday. There you go. Open Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday till 4:30. 9:30 till 4:30. So there you go. If anyone fancies coming down here. So that's where I've been. I went down there to the sound and you could see the Coffin Man. And I'm here now. So there you go. Beautiful. This video, I'm sure, is going to be a bit long for some people, but in a way, for me this is quite fun because I'm kind of exploring it first time, seeing some of these things as whoever's watching this video is, as you guys are. See, I mean, there's some hand sanitizer. I'm sure that wouldn't have been there back in the day. Foraging Vinters Winery. What's that say there? Rub yard. It's a nice thing to come across. So Foraging Vinters Winery do have, oh, it looks like they've taken all their, that looks freshly picked there. Yeah, Foraging Vinters are a business on the Isle of Man who's got a few places, the one down Port Erin, I believe, a little bar and I think a store that produce locally grown products into their drinks, such as rhubarb. And I think I've got a funny feeling because that said rub on that gate. I think that's rhubarb, possibly. Again, could be wrong. But I find it quite mad that I'm the only one down here, walking around. No people. Can't see any people. Just the little cottages. And there you go, the Manx locked in sheep there. Oh, he's got his head up, there you go, he's heard me. I'd be happy to live somewhere like this personally. And then you've got the, you could explore this all day. There's some, you see the sheep running? Sorry, the sheep, the rabbits, or the hares. Where are they? They've heard me and they've gone quiet. There you go. See it run across? Look at that. So this is another public footpath which can go all the way around there, up there. And this is the Church Farm Walk. So the farm walk will lead you in comfort through the main cultivated fields of Church Farm. Please follow the footpath signs which lead you to the farmhouse at the upper end of the Cregneash village. Walking time approximately 30 minutes. It is regretted that the surface is not at present suitable for pushchairs or wheelchairs, but there are no stiles. Please follow the country code. For protection of livestock, do not drop litter and keep your dog on its lead. So, there you go. That's kind of showing you what we have seen some of in this video. And some of what was grown here. The Clydesdale horses that provided the motive power. So we have a Clydesdale horse over here, I believe. There we go. There's the Clydesdale horse there. Come on. I think I've got a polo. You want me to walk round to you? I don't know how before I walk around there, I don't know how friendly these guys are. Hey, yeah. Busy munching away. Not interested in me. Sure, there used to be people walking around here all the time. There's a repair that needs doing. Oh dear. Hey you. You coming over here? Come on. See if I can find a polo in my bag. I might have something in my bag. Hey, yeah. Nobody went to see you today. No visitors today. Hello. Yeah. Going over here. Let's see if I've got a... Look, now he's interested. I won't give him them all. This might get into trouble, but yeah. Go loose. There you go. Minty fresh. There you go. You happy now? You know that I'm okay. I'm a good person. He's a big boy, isn't he? Here, 2 more and that's it. There you go. That's all I've got, my friend. That's all I've got. Yes. You look like you got a bit of a sore mouth, actually. You've been rubbing on something. That's it, all gone? All gone. He's a big boy, aren't you? You're a big boy. Yeah. Oh dear, he's an old fella as well, I think. Yeah. But you're hot today. Big boy there, look. I've not got any left now, that's it. See, his mouth's all a bit around there. Yeah. A bit sore around there. Made a new friend now. There you go. Right, carry on. Okie dokie, let's see. I think we'll walk back up now. See you later. Yes, it was pink slot and sheep. There's a sign. Let's see what it says. Bred is a this breed is native to the Isle of Man and is one of the rarest breeds of sheep in the British Isles, nearly becoming extinct by 1950. In 1956, the Manx National Trust acquired their first sheep and started a breeding programme to save the breed. Flocks are now found at the National Folk Museum, Cregneash, the Calf of Man, and at the Grove Mount Museum in Ramsey. They are distinctive with their multiple horns, having from 2 to 6, and the fine brown fleece is very popular with hand spinners. So I'll not read all that, but if you want to pause the video, you can read all that yourself. And you've got the Manx National Heritage website and phone number on there as well. There you go. So, there you have it. Cregneash. I've not got my gimbal with me today, my handheld thing for the camera, so apologies if it's a little bit shaky. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little video of Cregneash. And if you're on the Isle of Man or you live on the Isle of Man, I would recommend visiting it when things are all open here. So not when I've come on a Monday, but even if you come down by yourself, like I've done, it's definitely still worth the visit. It's a beautiful place to have a walk around and just take in the air. So yeah, thanks very much for watching my video and hope you enjoyed.